Hey, this is Mark at Motor City Nightmares. I'm here with Tommy Lee of Tommy Lee Designs. He does these really cool horror poster mashups. Tell us, how did you get started doing these cool posters?
I started as a graphic designer when I was about 13 years old, messing with Photoshop and stuff like that. And I joined like a couple like nerd gaming forums where people like wanted like custom like little tags by their name and stuff like that. So that's kind of really how I got my start. I decided to like blend it into paintings and like little crafts and stuff like that. So I've been rooted. I'm 40 years old now, so I've been doing it for quite some time now. I just started doing the convention stuff for about 6 years, probably about 6 years ago, and I just fell in love with the scene. And I was like, hey, I could just start making prints of my art and just doing this full time. So that's basically what I've been doing, just grinding and trying to make a living as a starving artist.
And you mostly focus on horror movie type fare.
That's like my personal favorite genre. So instead of just like making what people want, I make stuff like I enjoy, and hopefully people enjoy that too. So I just basically make what I love. I do like have a couple like gaming stuff, like gaming prints and stuff like that, but horror is mainly my thing.
So what was the first one you did?
My very first one, it was this Freddy vs. Jason one right here, where it kind of looks like a fighting game, like Mortal Kombat, because I was like a gaming nerd mixed with horror. So like, this is kind of cool. People would like that. So this was the very first print that started it all.
So what are your favorite horror movies?
My personal favorite horror movie would probably be Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors. But I also really enjoy 13 Ghosts with Matthew Lillard. It's really solid. Night of the Demons, the original, is one of my personal favorites. Horror is like, I could talk all day about horror movies.
So what is your favorite piece that you've done? Or the one that you felt like, oh my God, I've just I can't do any better than this.
A lot of people really like my Child's Play mashup of Toy Story. You might see it circle around the internet quite a bit. It got viral for a little bit right there. So I would say that's probably my favorite one that I've done, because it got pretty popular. I was like, okay.
So what are you working on right now? Can you just divulge any of that?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a pretty big painting, probably like about the size of this, really wide, of like pretty much a painting version of this is what I'm working on, like a really nice Freddy vs. Jason painting. I'm going to add like a portrait of Robert Englund. I'm going to add a portrait of Kane Hodder, and hopefully that turns out pretty solid. If it turns out like anything I got in my head, it should be pretty sweet.
Do you have any plans in the future to go outside the horror genre?
I have before. Like I've done. I do a lot of custom work, so people contact me all the time. I've done like murals of people's dogs before. I do a lot of like sports teams, like collages. I'll like collage paste a bunch of like pictures of the players and do like a big logo in the middle type stuff. So I venture off in all different areas.
So Tommy, where can people find you online?
My main website's TommyLeeDesign.com, and I'm also on all social media like Instagram and Facebook as Infamous Tommy Pickles is where you can find me, just because I thought that was clever. And everyone always called me Tommy Pickles my whole life, so I just ran with it as like a little like online persona. So yeah, my main website's TommyLeeDesign.com, and then Infamous Tommy Pickles on all socials.
Very much. And if you guys like anything you see here, go check out his socials and have at it. And this is Mark with Tommy Lee at Motor City Nightmares.